Welcome to the Ultimate Regulation F tier list. We're going to be going through some of the most common Pokemon and how good they actually are. Let's go. First Pokemon, why is female Basculegion here? Yep, you are throwing if you use this Pokemon, get it out of here. Hisuian Arcanine, okay. This Pokemon is really good in this regulation. It pairs up really well with Fluttermane with Thunder Wave, and then you can go for Rock Slide with the Choice Band Arcanine. It does a lot of damage, it's really annoying, and Terra Grass is really good on it. This Pokemon is in the very good tier. It's not at the top of the game, but it is starting to take over this format a bit. Okay, Okidogi is pretty good. It does really well into the balanced teams, you know, the ones with Ogerpon Water, maybe some Urshifu, Rillaboom, Incineroar. It does really well into those kinds of teams. I do have a video about this Pokemon, so go and watch that if you haven't already. It's alright. It's alright though. Okay, next we have Urshifu Rapid Strike. It's broken. I don't need to explain it. Top tier. Roaring Moon. I feel like he's a pretty good Pokemon. I think that he is probably below Hisui Arcanine before I start. My biggest issue with him is that he needs the booster energy to do well. And as we're going to talk about a lot later on in this video, booster energy Fluttermane is taking over the game right now. So I think it's in very good just because of that. Okay, Galarian Moltres is next. This Pokemon's not bad. This Pokemon's here right now. I'm a little bit cautious about putting it really high, but I do know that it's a really good Pokemon. I know that Fiery Wrath is really annoying to play against. It can flinch your Pokemon. It can do really good damage as well. I worry about putting it a bit too high, so I'm going to put it here right now. It's a bit of an anti-meta pick, but it's still pretty good. Chien-Pao. Yeah, just whack him up here. He's really good. His ability's great. His moves are great. He gets Sucker Punch. He gets Icicle Crush. Even Ice Spinner to deal with terrain. He's good. Tyranitar. I don't think Sand's good. I think Sand is really bad. It's better than female Basculegion, but what isn't? So I'm gonna put it here. It's not good. It's not good. Iron Crown is up next. I think this Pokemon's really good. It obviously only really works in the Size Spam teams. It can one-shot Fluttermane with Tachyon Cutter. I think it's about... Do I think it's worse than Roaring Moon? I think it's just a little bit worse than Roaring Moon, but it's still a very good Pokemon. Rillaboom, Goat Tier, Fake Out, Grassy Glide, you know it, he's good. Smeargle's a bit of a tough one because I don't think it's necessarily an insane Pokemon. I do think it's pretty good. I think it's probably around here. You can go for Decorate, pair it up with Tornadus' Bleak Wind Storm, do crazy damage. You can also then go for Tailwind and Spore if you want to be really annoying. There's a lot of options you have when you pair it with Tornadus. I just don't like the Pokemon. You know what, screw you. It's my list, it's going down here. Dragonite is one of those Pokemon that is pretty good. I would say that it's really good actually. Extreme Speed is good, of course, with the Choice Band. It's very good paired up with Chien-Pao. I don't think it's insane, but it's one of those Pokemon that you need to plan for or else you will lose to it. Thundurus, it's okay. It's very niche, very annoying. Eerie Impulse, very annoying. I don't like you if you play it though. Hisuian Samurott, okay. We all know where this is going. This is obviously going in the GOAT tier, and the only reason it's going in the GOAT tier, to be honest, it's down here. But the reason it's here is to just confuse people who skip to the end of the video. Okay, Ogerpon Fire, Ogerpon Water, Ogerpon Rock. So Ogerpon Rock is definitely the worst of them. I would put it about here. Smeargle's better. Smeargle's annoying. This Pokemon is fine. It does good damage with Ivy Cudgel. It's whatever. Ogerpon Fire probably goes here. I prefer it over Hisui Arcanine. With Terra Fire, the damage that you're doing is crazy. And it also pairs up really well with Rillaboom. You can go for Terra Fire and then Grassy Glide, blow stuff up. I personally think that Terra Water is just slightly better though. I like it a bit more. I like the bulkiness it gives you. I like the immunity to Urshifu it gets. Iron Bundle. This Pokemon, this is a good but too niche Pokemon. This Pokemon has a bit of potential because I think the Booster Energy Speed Fluttermane is going to be really popular in this format right now. It's been taking over tournaments with Assault vs Raging Bolt, Hisui Arcanine, those kind of Pokemon. Iron Bundle being exactly 1 speed point faster than Fluttermane is going to be the reason that some people start picking it up. I'm not really a big believer of this Pokemon, to be honest. I'm going to put it here, just above Rock Ogerpon. I think that Meteor Beam does a lot of damage, and it's only really seen on Hyper Offense teams. It's okay though. Okay, Zapdos Galarian. I've got a little bit of a story for this one. I'm going to put it probably below Okidogi here. I was at a local tournament, I was playing this series. This guy had a Galarian Zapdos, he goes for Brave Bird into my Urshifu Water, you know. I expect that he's going to take me down. I didn't know Galarian Zapdos was faster, but I survive on 3 HP. And I'm a bit confused about that, right? Because I think he was max attack as well. And we spoke after the series and he's like, it's a range. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, if this Pokemon can't take down Urshifu Water with Brave Bird, like, this Pokemon's not as good as people say it is. If it gets a Defiant boost though, it's over. Whimsicott, put it here. Tornadus is just better in this format, but you do have the niche of being able to taunt other Tornadus. You do go down to Bleakwind though. Farigiraf is probably about here for me. I think that he is the best Trick Room setter, mostly because of Armor Tail. I do also like the offense builds you can do with Hyper Voice and Throat Spray. I think he's a really good mon. Indeedee Female is probably like here. It's a good mon. I think that Follow Me is its most important move, especially when you're playing the Indeedee Iron Crown stuff. You can just redirect moves away from Iron Crown and spam Expanding Force. I think that P2 is probably a little bit worse than D-Knight. The ability to be just so bulky with Eviolite is so good for P2. Indeedee Male. I don't believe in this. I think it's kind of... No, it's terrible, it's terrible. What am I saying? It's probably worse than Tyranitar as well. If you want to use Psy Spam and you want to go for fast Psy Spam, just use Iron Crown. It's so much better. Ursaluna, okay. I think Ursaluna is about here for me. I think he's a really good mon. If you get him in Trick Room, it's pretty much over for the opponent. Amoonguss, Goat Tier, Rage Powder, Spore, Protect. You know it. Sludge Bomb helps with Ogerpon. Crazy mon. Hatterene. Oh, that's a tough one because I do just think that fast Psy Spam is the way to play Psy Spam in this format. I'm gonna put it here. I don't think it's amazing, but you can still use it. Cresselia. I think he's a little bit better than Indeedee, but worse than P2. No, I don't think that. No. He's the worst out of the 4. He's so bulky, but Cresselia just doesn't have that, I guess, offensive power that Porygon 2 has, that Farigiraf has. Indeedee doesn't have it, but Indeedee has Follow Me. Cresselia gets Lunar Blessing, which is nice, but I just think that Cresselia is probably the worst out of these. If you want to play Ursaluna in Trick Room, you can usually just use P2, maybe Farigiraf. You can use Crest, but I don't really like it that much. Chi-Yu. Okay, I've got a bit of a hot take. I don't think Chi-Yu is that good. I think it's right at the bottom of this very good tier. You know, maybe a lot of people are thinking that it's up here with the big boys. I don't think it is here. I don't think it is. It seems to me that it's just like that little bit too frail, you know? It goes down to Surging Strikes, it goes down to Ogerpon. Ogerpon Water can just wall this Pokemon. And I think there's just a lot of good fire types. You got, of course, Ogerpon, Hisui Arcanine, some more that are coming up. I think that Chi-Yu is kind of falling out of favor in the meta. Sinistcha, good but too niche. Machagacha, Trick Room, it's fine. It's just not ideal though. You would rather just use Farigiraf. Blurser. I think Blurser is around about Chi-Yu tier. I think it's right here. I think if you're going to be using Trick Room, you can usually just use regular Ursaluna. And I think regular Ursaluna is a lot better because you can't get put to sleep by Amoonguss. So they can't punish you being in Trick Room as easily. Archaludon, kind of bad. I don't know. Rain teams just kind of suck right now, it feels like. And if you're going to be playing Rain teams, you want to be playing Landorus and Tornadus. I don't see Arch doing much. Urshifu Dark. I don't think it's as good as Urshifu Water. I think it's about here. It's pretty good. It's good on Sun teams. It's good on teams where you already have Ogerpon Water. But it's just not for me. Heatran, very good anti-meta Pokemon. Flashfire and Terra Grass is pretty good. It makes him really, really bulky and really annoying to deal with. He can also one-shot Fluttermane, which is very, very important. He's pretty good. Tornadus, I think it goes the top of very good. Prankster Tailwind, Prankster Rain Dance, Prankster Sunny Day, Prankster Taunt. They're all very good, but Bleakwind is just a little bit too inconsistent for my liking. Torkoal, I think Torkoal goes about here. I think he's really good. I think he's really, really strong in Trick Room. It's just that you got to get it into Trick Room, and then after that, you win the game. Walking Wake. Okay, if Sun teams were very popular, I would put him like here. But because it's not very popular right now, I'm going to put him in good, but too niche. Same with Lilligant. Lilligant would be like here if Sun teams were really popular, but I'm going to put it about here. I don't really believe in it, but Fast Sleep Powder and After You Eruption will be very good every time. Dondozo, okay. He's about here. He's really good. He's very good with Ting-Lu. You can also fuse and of course do Tatsugiri Dondozo. I think that he's very good. I think that he's better as a solo mod right now. I'm going to bring in Tatsugiri right now as well. I think that Tatsugiri is like here. He's whatever. He's not actually that good right now, as I said, because Dondozo works best as a solo Pokemon in this format. Landorus goes about here, he's very good. He has the same issue as Tornadus though, that he's really inconsistent. And he also gets screwed over by Icy Wind Fluttermane. But the damage from Sansir is crazy. Iron Boulder, it's here. It's just Urshifu from Wish, you know? Like, it's just... Mighty Cleave is pretty decent, but Urshifu can hit every move through Protect that's physical. So, which one are you going to be picking? Raging Bolt, best Pokemon in the game, best Pokemon in the format. Assault Vest plus Snarl, Electro Web. It's crazy. I think he's probably the best guy in the format. He's so annoying to deal with and just demands so much respect. King Gambit's a tough one. I haven't really seen much of it, but I don't think it really pairs well into the meta. I'm gonna put it here for now. It's strong, but of course you lose to Hisui Arcanine, Ogerpon, you lose to Urshifu, you lose to a lot of the most common Pokemon. Sacred Sword Champao, it's not a good time for him. Entei is okay. Entei's okay. Extreme Speed, Choice Band, pretty good. I do just think Dragonite is better normally. Tinglu is very good on the Tinglu Dozo teams. I'm gonna put him down here though because he's only really good on those teams, but he's still a very strong Pokemon. Volcarona, kinda bad. Just use Raging Bolt. Carmine Raging Bolt is better. Gouging Fire, he does seem to be somewhat falling out of the meta right now with all of the good fire types around, so I'm gonna put him here as a bit of a conservative guess. Actually, he's better than Chiyu. He's better than Chiyu. Incineroar, top 2 Pokemon. So it's super versatile, super strong. You know what it does. I know what it does. Assault Vest, Safety Goggles, Citrus Berry, any Terra type, he's good. Iron Hands is a pretty weird Pokemon. I think it's about here. I think that it does the same job as Raging Bolt and Incineroar, but just does them a little bit worse. Like, you get the Fake Out from Incineroar, you get the Bulk from Raging Bolt, but you're slower than Incineroar, so you always lose those Fake Out duels, and you don't have setup like Raging Bolt. Bascule Legion, okay, it's kind of bad, it's kind of bad. I just don't think it can really do that much, and I think it's too weak into Fluttermane and other Pokemon in the format. I mean, speaking of Fluttermane, he's next. Fluttermane is just third. It's the third best Pokemon in the format. We're seeing a lot of speed booster energy right now with Icy Wind and Taunt. We're seeing some with Thunder Wave with Hisui Arcanine. Like, this Pokemon is very strong. Very annoying, very hard to deal with. I don't want to play against it. You don't want to play against it. It's a good Pokemon. Okay, we've got 2 Pokemon that kind of go together here. We got Alolan Ninetales and we have Articuno. So I'm going to put them both about here. I think that they're both very good. I think that Aurora Veil from Alolan Ninetales is what makes it better. I think that Articuno is insanely bulky when you bring it in snow. You compare this guy with Raging Ball, Ogerpon Water, and some other stuff, and it's crazy. I've lost to it many times. It's a very tough team to deal with if you don't have the right answers. Grimmsnarl. I think that Grimmsnarl goes like here. I think that he's not really showing up that much in the meta right now, but he's a good Pokemon. Regidrago. It's around Torkoal level, just a little bit worse because Torkoal is just insane in Trick Room. Regidrago has some more counters to it. If you're faster than it, then it has a hard time and it's quite hard to position, whereas Torkoal you can just set up in Trick Room and blow stuff up. Goldango. Goldango is pretty good, I feel like. Goldango's like here. Goldango's like here. He's not really being used too much, I feel like, but he's really good. Of course, you struggle with Fluttermane. It's one of those Pokemon that you probably need to Terra. You know, Terra Steel, maybe Choice Specs, Make It Rain. You can blow up a lot of the format. Corviknight. Corviknight I would put in good but kind of niche. It's not really a Pokemon you're going to see. It's probably got like a 0.3% pick rate right now. But it's one of those Pokemon that if you don't prepare for it, or if they know how to play it and you don't know how to play against it, it will beat you. It will run through your team. Pelipper, it's not good. It's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. And I think that Weezing is like good, but a bit too niche. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.